What is up, everybody? Welcome back to some more Epic 7. So in this video, I'm going to be attempting to do a Wyvern Hell one-shot team. Now, I was actually trying to do a Banshee one-shot team. I was trying to revisit that one, but I couldn't quite get it just right. Like, there's one of the units I am missing for the team that was recommended, and another unit I was trying to replace with another unit just to see if it worked. It didn't quite work the way I wanted it to, so I gotta revisit that one later. But I figured a Wyvern team, since this is the when you first start playing the game, it's the most basic hunt to do. Like, it's definitely the easiest one to get good gear for. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll try doing one-shotting this one first. I mean, I really don't farm Wyvern much anymore. I mean, it's good for the speed and crit sets, mostly the speed sets. But I typically the hunts that you're probably going to be farming the most are either Banshee or Ozymandias, honestly, just from my opinion, because once you start branching away from like attack sets, you're like Destruction and Rage. I feel like have a lot more utility than like attack. Well, also speed sets are nice to have too. So depending on what area of the game you're currently at. But yeah, I think the most versatile sets are definitely speed, destruction, and rage. I feel attack eventually, like you're once you start getting like better gear, you're going to be moving into the destruction sets and replacing attack sets. That's what I'm at least that's been my experience, because I don't really have many attack sets on people anymore on any of my units. So, but anyway, so we are going to be attempting the Wyvern one-shot team. Like, now that I have a decent amount of destruction gear, because I've been farming a lot of Rift, and Rift I've been, yeah, the sets that I get from Rift I believe are attack, speed, destruction, and rage. Those are the main ones that I get from Rift. And I maxed out my Rift control and my score and everything, so I can farm Rift pretty quickly now. So I can squeeze in a lot of runs. So I've been getting a lot of decent destruction gear. So we are going to try that and see. All right. So with that being said, let's take a look at what the team looks like. Okay. So here is the team. Now, once again, I got this from Tristan Wolf. I will link his video in the description if you want to try and make this yourself. But we're gonna go through and I'm gonna try and explain to you guys what all these guys do. So first on the team is going to be Sinful Angelica. Now, her purpose here is to I think attack buff, and because you want her to go first on the team. Like, I feel like the speed I have her as a little bit overkill, because I think just around I think he said like 194 plus or something. Let me just double check, because I have the video pulled up here. Let me see. Well, his in the video is about around 200 speed. She just needs to go turn 1, and she needs high effectiveness. I think she's mostly here because she can, I believe, yeah, she's a secondary defense breaker, and she also grants increased attack and speed. Yeah, so she has a chance to defense break. I'm debating if I should max this out just to get the extra defense break chance, so that way bring it up to 75%. But yeah, her purpose here is mostly to just buff and grant extra like damage. Like, I have her on the Midnight Pizza Delivery artifact. The only reason I have her on this is for the crit chance, mostly just for the crit chance, because my Secret is a little below what she needs to do good damage, because my Secret only has 81%, And then with the element advantage, you get an extra 15% crit chance. So that would only put her at 96. So I put this on Angelica to give her a little bit extra crit chance. So she has above 100% crit chance now. Yeah, to help Secret. Now you could put other artifacts here. The one he recommended was Midnight Bloom, which you get from the Raingar Rangar's Chaotic Full Moon Festival. It's a side story. If you go into when you go into the side story section and click on the Book of Memories, it's in there. That's where you can get that from. Another artifact that could help that I was gonna try and get was I believe it was the Cocoa Cookie. You get that from the Bittersweet Dessert Festival side story, which you need to complete that in order to get Tamarin's connection mission done. Because you have to pick that one up for Tamarin's connection mission. So I believe Midnight Pizza Delivery and also the Cocoa Cookie one also could be useful if you're a little lacking on crit chance, then that could definitely help. Those can definitely help, but honestly, like you might as well just get the Midnight Bloom because from what I gather, the Midnight Bloom is far better. And then he also recommends a Super Duper Water Gun, which I believe is another one you can get from another side story. I don't remember, but anyway, I have her. She's on the skill on the number 2 exclusive equipment. The exclusive equipment doesn't really matter for her. Oh, I just hated to see it. Personally, I just hated seeing the slot empty, and plus it gives her a little bit extra speed too. So you could probably just throw whatever exclusive equipment on her you want, but yeah. But that is my Angelica. Like I said, the speed is probably a little overkill for what you need here, but because I could actually make her faster. I could get her up to like 252. She'd be like my first 250 plus speed unit. But again, like it's kind of pointless to make her that fast just for Wyvern, frankly. But yeah, just make her as fast as you can. At least 65% effectiveness according to the video. And yeah, I think, like I said, Angelica is mostly here that's just for like a buffer and to help boost the damage output. So, okay. With that being said, now the second unit on the team is going to be Arya. Now, Arya, you want her to be the purpose of Arya is she's supposed to pretty much one-shot the first wave. So she's the wave 1 killer. So you want to try and build her with as much damage as you can. And also if you can get a lot of defense, that would also help. Yeah, I chose to give her the imprint concentration for the little bit extra defense because her imprint release boosts defense of the front and back line, but we have to keep her in the back line so her imprint release doesn't affect her. So I had to change her to the imprint concentration just to get that little bit extra defense boost because I believe I think she's a defense scaling unit. Yeah, so her damage increases proportional to the defense. Yeah, so she does more damage the higher defense she has. So if you gotta try and get her with as much defense as you can. I mean, I don't really have like ideal gear for this because like most of this with the destruction, because I was mostly trying to prioritize the effectiveness because I was lacking on effectiveness. Because I believe you want her to be at least at 65% as well. Yeah. Yeah, the higher the defense, the better. But this is kind of what I have to work with. I'm gonna try this out because I have not tested this team yet. So we're gonna try this out. But yeah, you want her to be the second fastest on the team. Going after Angelica. And she has 100% crit chance, so she's definitely going to crit, considering we have element advantage. And the artifact is a Symbol of Unity. I believe you get this from the guild shop, if I'm not mistaken. So if you don't have this, you can do that. Oh, her hit chance is already well over anyway. And then this deals extra damage as well. Yeah, so she's the wave 1 killer. Now the caveat here is the wave 1, there is a back, like the back enemy, like there's like a snake. And that's the one you want to do at least 13,554 damage or higher, because that's what you need to kill to one shot the first wave. So I believe, so we're gonna try this. I feel like she could do it because she has a lot of attack, but the problem is she doesn't have a lot of, because I believe her skill 3 scales with defense too. Grant stealth of the barrier proportional to the caster's defense. Maybe this will work. I feel like this might work. I feel like she could do decent damage. Like I said, we're just experimenting right now. If we can't one shot the first wave, then I gotta tinker with her a little bit and see what we can do. Because I may have to sacrifice like a little bit of attack for more defense, but we'll see what works out. And I believe she's on the number 1 exclusive equipment. Yeah. So this just adds a little bit extra damage to Shadow Call, which I believe is her. No, it's her skill 1. Okay. And it also, yeah, it's good. You want a little bit. Yeah, you want some effectiveness on her. Again, the 65%, because she can land decreased hit chance. Yeah, I maxed this out just to get the extra effect chance. And this one just increases crit chance. Yeah, we don't really need that right now, so I'm not going to worry about that. But yeah, that's kind of what Arya's here. Arya's mostly here just to one-shot the first wave. So we'll see if that works out well enough. Okay, so that's that. And then our third unit on the team is Karin. Now, Karin, from what I gather, she's mostly here just to defense break, because she's going to jump in with a defense break on the boss. Yeah, so I powered up her Blade Art Thunder just for the cooldown chance. This one, yeah, she lands a defense break whenever she crits. So that's why it's good to have high crit chance on her, which I have maxed out right now. And then she also has pretty good crit damage too. So I think what she's mostly here for is like a secondary damage dealer. I don't know if she's going to cut in though. I think, yeah, her primary purpose is just to defense break the boss. Yeah. And then her imprint is on increased crit chance for the back line, because again, oh wait, I think we're going to look at that in a second, but I think my secret might have enough crit chance actually, because she boosts by 15. So I got to see how much my secret has. Okay, but anyway, so she's on the Warhorn artifact, which is a guild. I know for a fact that that's a guild artifact, so you just buy it from the guild shop. It increases attack of all allies by 7.5, and at the end of every 3 enemy turns, increases combat readiness. But the goal here is obviously not for the boss to get any turns, so that's why you're going to be. So that the second part is really not going to have any effect, but it should be all right. And I believe she's on the number 3. Yeah, number 3. This inflicts 2 bleeding effects on the target for 2 turns after using Blade Art Thunder, which is her skill 3. And that will help Secret do more damage. But yeah, so Karin is mostly here just to, I think, the defense break and also boost even more damage. So yeah, just try and build her with a high crit chance and high effectiveness. I think that's really all you need. And you want her to be faster than Secret, but also slower than Arya. So yeah, you want her to go 3rd on the team. Yeah, I think that's really all she's here for. And then lastly, we have the star of the show, which is Secret. Now, Secret, you pretty much just want to build her all-out damage. Like, get her as much crit damage and attack as you can. Yeah, you want her to go last on the team. You also want her to have a little bit of effectiveness just because I think she's going to be landing bleeds too. Do we need her to land bleeds? Let me just... I still have the video open. Yeah, okay, so I think we're still going to have her land bleeds. Yeah, because then that allows her to do more damage. Okay, yeah. So she has 81% crit chance. Cutting already boosts that by 15. And then another 15 for element advantage. So I could probably change around Angelica's artifact. Again, because I feel like that's probably a little overkill. Again. But, I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so for artifact, we want a maxed out Daydream Joker. Like, she's had this from the beginning, because Secret has always been... She's been like the queen of Wyvern. Like, pretty much every beginner team, like, is probably going to have Secret in it. Because you do get her for free by completing... I do believe you get her for free by completing some of the... Like, I know in the Orbis guide, they... See, some of that stuff, like, when the whole 6th World update came out, that's one of the few things that they didn't change. So I believe you do get a free Secret after completing the hunt mission for Wyvern. And then you can put her in the team and slowly upgrade from there. And then have more safer runs. But I believe that's the only thing that they didn't change with the 6th World update. So that should be cool. And then I believe number 2 exclusive artifact, yeah. Which adds a higher chance of inflicting bleeds. Yeah, the more harmful effects you stack, the more damage she does. Yeah, because this... Yeah. So her guillotine will do big damage based on how many debuffs are on the enemy. Yeah. Yeah, Shoulders inflicts so many bleeds and stuff. Like she could hit like a freight train if you stack enough harmful effects on. It'll be pretty awesome. But anyway, that is the team. That's kind of a basic summary of the team. I believe Tristan explained it better. So like I said, if you want to get a better idea of how the team is supposed to work, then probably watch his video. But we're going to try this out and see how it works. Alright, so let's get into it. Hopefully this works, because I put a lot of preparation into this. Okay, so we're going to slow the speed down. Okay, so she goes first, buffs everybody. Then Arya comes in, and she's supposed to one-shot the first wave. Okay, I don't think this did what it was supposed to. Okay. Is this a loss? Okay, she puts that on. Okay, well, Arya's dead. Okay, that's a bleed there. She didn't land the defense break. Okay, so something didn't work correctly there. Okay, I'm going to go back and watch this video and see what was supposed to happen. Okay, so watching the video, I know what was supposed to happen. So Arya was supposed to counterattack and knock out the first wave, and then she was supposed to roll into her skill 2 after that, and then defeat that main snake, this guy, the Naga, I think. Yeah. That was supposed to happen, but it didn't for some reason. Because Karin still took another turn. Okay, let me try this again, because I'm a little confused on like I said, I'm a little confused on what happened here. So let me see. Okay, so she does that. Gives speed buff and attack buff to everybody. She does her skill 3, puts stealth on everyone. I see what's happening. So kiting is too fast. Kiting is too fast. Because that's why she's cutting in before the snake. Okay. She's too fast. Okay, so we probably want her closer to like 140 then. So cutting is actually too fast. So we gotta slow her down, I guess. So I gotta see which one of these has speed on it and we just swap it out. Okay, so let me find a destruction gear here. Without speed. That kind of sucks. Yeah, so she's too fast. Well, let me see if that works. So yeah, so cutting's too fast. That's why she cut in. So let me see if this works now. So I see the problem that happened here because she's just too fast. Okay, so she is slower than the bosses now. Okay, so she's gonna do this. Okay, so now they don't cut in. Okay, she does that, counterattacks. Okay, does the front thing, counterattacks again. Okay, now we need to do enough damage to wipe the whole first wave. And we did. Oh, we didn't. Ah, fuck. Okay. So now Arya's not doing enough damage. Well, that's great. So I think she needs more defense. Frankly. I might max out this War Horn, or the Symbol of Unity a little bit more. Okay, so that's at plus 15. That's the highest we can get that right now. Okay, let's try this again. I feel like this could work. We just gotta do some tinkering, but... Okay, so she does the thing. Gives speed buff and attack buff to everybody. Alright, Arya comes in, stealths. Okay, so they're gonna attack Arya, yep. She does that. Okay, they're gonna attack her again. She does that. And then this needs to kill the entire first wave. It's not killing that one. That's the only... Okay, so we're not doing enough damage. Yeah. We're not doing enough damage. Huh. Maybe I might max this one out. Yeah, I might do that. Alright, so her skill 1 is now maxed out. Hopefully that adds a little bit, like 15% extra damage. Let's see if this kills the first wave now. Alright, let's try it. Like I said, I feel like this could work. Okay, so again, buff. Attack buff and speed buff. Alright, she's going to do the stealth. They're going to attack. Do that. Okay. Going to attack. Do that. Okay, she needs to do 13,554 damage to that back Wyvern. She didn't. Okay, so still not enough damage. I don't know how to make her better, honestly. Okay, now she has exactly what she needs. That boosts her defense. Okay, she still has 100% crit chance. She still has decent crit damage. She still has a 65% effectiveness. It lowers her attack by a lot, but I don't think attack is super critical here. Okay, we're going to try that. Now let's see if she does more damage. I'm just curious. Okay. We're going to try that and see if it works. Okay, yeah, she needs to do 13,554 damage to that Naga or higher. Yeah. Okay. She's going to counterattack. Boom. Oh, damn. Okay, so she killed it like by countering it. Okay, so hopefully this kills the other two. Yep. Okay, so we cleared the first wave. Now we're moving on to the boss. So then the boss is going to attack Arya because the boss can only see Arya. So she should land her decrease hit. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, she should land the defense break. Nice, she got it. And then this should land, what, extra bleeds or something? 2 bleeds. Another bleed. Will this kill? No. Okay, fuck. Alright. So it didn't do what it was supposed to. Okay. Okay, so once again, we buff. We buff here. Alright. Arya comes in, does her skill 3. Alright, counterattacks. She got the 2 in the front. Got the 1 in the back. Okay, this should hopefully wipe the whole wave. Alright, we got it. Perfect. Okay, now she's gonna. So the boss is gonna attack Arya. Hopefully he lands the hit chance. She got it. Nice. She does. Ooh, 2 bleeds. Okay, this should land hopefully more bleeds. 5 harmful effects. Okay. Alright, we didn't. It's still not a one-shot team. I mean, it's work. We would have cleared that, but it's not one-shotting. Okay, we're gonna try this. I don't know if she's too fast, because cutting might be too fast again. But we'll see. Let me see. If she cuts in before the... Okay, she doesn't. Alright, perfect. Okay, once again, so she's gonna buff, and then she does a skill 3. Gets the counterattack. Okay, that killed the ones in the front. Okay, she needs to do 13,554. $12,000. God damn it. It's still not enough. It's still just a little lacking. It's still just a little lacking. Oh, now cutting's too fast. So cutting, cut in there. Okay, cutting, cut in on that one. Okay, so yeah, she does need to be below like 160. That's what I figured. Okay, let's do this. Alright, so you do the thing. The thing with the thing with the thing. Okay, you do that. Okay, so the only way for this team to work better is if she, like, counters and kills the snake in the back. That's how this works better. Okay, so here we go. Alright, so land the hit chance. She missed it. Crap. I hate that. Okay, she should land the defense break, yep. And then she's going to attack again, land the bleeds. And also do some good damage. Okay, we got the bleeds there. She's going to... 5 more bleeds there. Okay, this should hopefully do some good damage. And then Arya comes in and kills? Nope. Yeah, so Arya's still not doing enough damage. Okay, we clear the first wave. We managed to do that. She landed a hit chance. Alright, nice. Okay. She does that. Get defense break. Bleeds. Okay, this should do another bleed. 2 more bleeds. Nice. And then this should come do some big damage. And Arya... Can Arya clear? Oh my god, it doesn't clear. Ah. We're so close. Okay, so yeah, cutting... It would be nice if cutting did a bit more damage. Like I said, I think she's too fast. Like, 160 or higher is too fast. Okay, well this time she didn't cut in. It's like, there's times where she cuts in and times where she doesn't, which doesn't make any... Yeah, see, she cut in there with that speed buff. Okay, so once again, she's in the buff. Yada, yada, yada. She does that. Skill 3. Counterattacks. Okay, she got the 2 in the front. And she got the guy in the back. Okay, so this should wipe now. Boom. Okay, so we clear the first wave. Alright. So this... Alright, the boss is going to move, attack Arya. What the hell? That was not supposed to happen. Okay, something happened there. That's the speed tuning got all messed up. That was not supposed to happen. What the... What? I'm so confused what happened there. Is it going to do it again? What the hell happened there? I'm so confused what happened. She's supposed to have... There's still supposed to be stealth on. The boss, for some reason, didn't move first. Which never happens. Alright, there you go. Alright. Do that. 2 bleeds there. Okay, and this, hopefully she'll land 2 more bleeds here. Okay, now 6 harmful effects. Oh! We did it! We did it! Hell yeah! Okay, somehow we did it. Okay, so that was the one shot. That's how the team is supposed to work. I was sitting here tinkering this for like over an hour, and we finally got it. Hell yeah. I'm going to try this again. I just want to see if it'll do it again. I'm just curious. Because it's probably just like RNG. It was probably just a fluke, but that was awesome. It actually worked. Fuck yeah. Okay, let's see if it happens again. Well, the problem is Arya still needs to one-shot the dude in the back. Like in the event that she only attacks the 2 in the front, she needs to be able to one-shot the guy in the back. So she still needs to be tinkered with. But that was sick, though. Okay, he's going to do the thing. She landed the decreased hit. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay, that should defense break. Land a bleed. Hell yeah. Okay, that should inflict 2 more bleeds. Nice. Ah, okay, we didn't do it. The only reason it worked is because we had that extra bleed from Sigrid. Because she actually missed a bleed. So, yeah, she ended up missing a bleed there. But we at least got it. We were able to get the one shot. Holy shit, that's awesome. Okay, so Sigrid still needs some work, I think, as well. I don't know if we can make Sigrid better, honestly. Well, Arya mostly the one that needs work now. I feel like putting her on a defense set would actually be better. I don't know. Okay, she doesn't one shot the first wave anymore. Okay, so yeah, trying to tinker with her didn't really help. That did not help anything. Okay. Okay, she one shot the first wave now. Okay, so that helped. Alright, she lands a hit, chance. Decrease hit. Oh, she didn't land the defense break. That's alright. And Secret only landed one bleed there again. And he cut in before Arya got to move. Okay. I've been at this long enough. Like, this team still needs some work, but we at least... This is at least to showcase, like, kind of a baseline for you guys. Like, this shows you this is the most, like, basic one-shot team you can build. Obviously, it just needs a lot of work, but... That does show you that it does work. The only problem is, yeah, Secret landed... Yeah, so with the way we won that one, was a lot of RNG, pretty much, but... It's not bad, okay. Anyway. So we'll do like a... We'll go back to like her regular set that she had already. 151, that's quite interesting. The problem with that is I think she's too slow now. 151, I think she's slower than Karin. Oh, she's not. Okay, we're gonna run this again. I'm just wondering if that made a difference. Does that make a difference? Okay, she's too slow. Yeah, so now she's too slow. Okay, she's too slow now. So that did... It did make a difference. Yes, I think she has to be at least 160 or higher. So yeah. Oh, she didn't kill any of the... Wow. Are you serious? What the hell is going on here? Okay, she doesn't have... Now she has very little attack. Okay. Alright. We'll just do destruction and broken. So high, medium effectiveness. Okay, that gives her that. Yeah, I think the destruction broken is probably better. Okay, she one-shot the first wave. Nice. Okay, she does a thing. She missed! Ah. Okay, we got defense break there. The 2 bleeds there. Okay. Two bleeds there. Oh! Okay, we got that because of the team up. Very interesting. Okay, that gives me an idea. I'm going to run this again. That gave me an idea. So I think for Arya, instead of using the War Horn, or a symbol of unity. Maybe we use something that like, is there like a team up of the ally with the highest attack? I'm just wondering. Oh, I could do like the scroll of shadow, because that is her artifact. Decreases damage dealt by 8%, and after attacking has a 50% chance to inflict a random debuff. That would help Secret do more damage. We're gonna try that. I'm gonna try the scroll of shadows on this one. I'm curious. I'm just curious to see what this does. Okay. Oh, that put a silence on. Okay. So it does do something. Okay, we cleared the first wave. Alright. Okay, we got the decreased hit chance there. Nice. Defense break. The bleeds got resisted there. That's kind of sucks. Okay, she landed the bleeds. Okay, yeah, so that didn't work. Alright. Okay, so the time matter should trigger here. She kills everything. Yep. Okay, so she killed everything. So now this... So now when the... Why do they move before the boss? That doesn't make sense. I don't get why that happened there. And she didn't land a defense break. Okay, something is happening. The turn order gets messed up randomly, and I don't get why that is. Because that shouldn't have happened. Like, I don't get what happened there. Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with the speed tuning. So, yeah. Okay, now he moves first. I don't know why you didn't do that before. Okay, she missed the hit chance. Okay, she got one bleed. Okay, she got the 2 bleeds on that one. Yeah, so what makes this work better is when she dual attacks with Secret. Okay, so that's why I want to find an artifact. See if there is an artifact where it increases dual attack chance of the unit with the highest attack. I want to see if there's something like that. I feel like there should be. Okay, so she's not going to do enough damage to kill that guy in the back. Yeah, she's like like 1,000 something short. Yeah. Okay, well, you guys get the idea. Like, I've been recording this for way too long. This video is probably going to be, like, pretty bad. I don't know. But you at least get the idea. So the team does work on its own. But it's just the one shot is not consistent. Yeah, that's the only thing I got to tinker with. But anyway, let's do my free Moonlight summons while I end the video. And we should be good. Alright, so 4-star Knight. Oh, Crimson Armin. We don't have her yet. That's cool. I think we have... So we have Bad Cat Armin, we have Crimson Armin, and then we have regular Armin now. That's cool. 3-star Inos. And another 3-star. Orios Axe. And another 3-star. Hassel. Okay. Alright. Okay, with that being said, let's do my free 5-star light elemental. See what we get from this. Alright, let's do it. Soul Weaver, okay. Yo! Desert Jewel Basar, nice. Okay. I guess we'll lock him down. Sweet. Nice. Awesome. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something from it. Like I said, it was just a lot of just tinkering. Hopefully you guys still got some enjoyment out of it. Like I just like I said, it was just a lot of tinkering trying to figure out how the team works. But at least you guys get an idea, so hopefully you guys can help. Like hopefully that helps you guys with your team as well. Like I said, I will link Tristan's original video in the description. So, like I said, he explains it a lot better than me, and you can get a better idea of what kind of stats to aim for and gear to work with. So, yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, you can let me know by leaving a like or telling me in the comments below. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.